Hello, this is My Sweet Mess, and welcome to my kitchen, where every week I make a mess trying new recipes in the pursuit of something sweet. This week, I am excited to try a new to me recipe for maple bacon pancake bites from Kelly at Vixen's Kitchen, and I'll leave a link to the original recipe in the show notes below. I cannot wait to try these perfectly poppable pancake bites. These look like a delicious combination of sweet maple syrup and salty bacon in mini pancake form. I have a feeling these are going to be a huge hit in my house and a must make for my next brunch. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's jump right into the bake. To begin, we will get started with our mise en place. Mise en place is a French term for putting in place or everything in its place. It's the process of preparing your tools and ingredients before you get started baking. For our maple bacon pancake bites, we will have 3 elements: the pancake, the icing, and the topping. For the pancake bites, we will need all-purpose flour, sugar, salt and baking powder, milk, white vinegar, vanilla extract, eggs, and melted butter. For the icing, we will need softened cream cheese, powdered sugar, and maple syrup. We also might want to add a pinch of sea salt. I haven't decided if I'm going to add it or not yet, but I have the salt close at hand, and that'll be a game time decision when we get to that step. Finally, for the topping, we need cooked bacon. This is nice and crispy, chopped finely, as well as some additional maple syrup, which is optional. I have the maple syrup close at hand, and again, I think that's going to be a game time decision. Now that all of our ingredients are measured out, let's prep our equipment. To get started, we need to preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. We will also need a few spatulas, a whisk, and a disher, as well as a large bowl and 2 small size bowls. This recipe should make 48 pancake bites. So I have here all of the mini muffin tins in my house, which just so happens to be 48 mini muffin wells across a couple different pans. So what I'm gonna do is just coat these in a light layer of cooking spray, just to make it easier for the mini pancakes to come out, and then we should be good to go with these mini muffin tins. And finally, we will need a cooling rack. And that's it. Now that all of our ingredients are measured out and our equipment is prepped, let's get started with our bake. To get started, in one of our small bowls, we will combine the milk and the vinegar. Now, the reason I'm not just pouring the vinegar straight into the milk is because eventually I'll actually add all of the wet ingredients into a single bowl, and I don't think this guy's gonna be big enough. So into this bowl, which will eventually be our wet ingredients bowl, goes the milk and our white vinegar. And I'm just gonna give that a little bit of a stir just to get them combined. So our milk and vinegar is all mixed together, and I'm just gonna let it hang out while we get started with the dry ingredients. In our large bowl, we will add in the flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt, and give it all a whisk. So into the bowl goes the flour, sugar, baking powder, and salt. And we will give that all a whisk. Once this looks well mixed, we'll just set it aside for later. So in this bowl, we already have our milk and vinegar, and now it's time to add the rest of the wet ingredients. So into the bowl goes the vanilla, eggs, and our melted butter. Vanilla, boop, eggs, and the melted butter. And we will just give that all a gentle stir. That cold milk did not like the melted butter. So just keep stirring to kind of break up some of those chunks. Now it's time to bring everything together. We've got our large bowl with the dry ingredients, and we will simply add the wet ingredients to the dry ingredients. So into the bowl goes the wet ingredients. And I'm gonna switch to a spatula and give this all a really good mix. I'm just trying to really make sure that I'm scraping the bottom and the sides of the bowl, because it feels like every time I turn my spatula, I'm finding more flour, so just be patient. Mixing everything together would be a great opportunity if you've got helping hands that want to get involved in the kitchen. This step would be a great one to get them involved. This batter looks pretty good to me, so let me grab the previously prepared mini muffin tins in my disher, and then we'll come right back and get these guys into the oven. I've got my mini muffin tin here, and it is fully coated in cooking spray, as you can see. But I just wanted to make sure that those pancake bites come out of the tin as easily as possible. Here I have my 1/2 ounce disher. I think this is going to be the perfect size to fill our wells 2/3 of the way full. So let's get started. And again, this step right here would be great if you've got helping hands in the kitchen that want to get involved in cooking. Dishing out the pancake batter into the wells would be a great opportunity to get them involved. I've got my kitchen towel here, and I just placed the bowl on top of the kitchen towel just to keep it from slip sliding around. I'm going to fill all of the wells of this pan, and I'll come back once I'm done. Oh, made a mess when I'm cleaning up. Our first tray is done. They look great, nicely 2/3 of the way filled. I think this disher is the perfect size for this job. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this tray into our preheated 425-degree Fahrenheit oven for about 9 to 12 minutes, or until the tops are a light golden brown color. While these guys are cooking, I'm going to work on our other 2 trays of pancake bites, and then I will come back once this first tray is done. So I'll be back in about 9 to 12 minutes. And I'm back. And my goodness, don't these look absolutely wonderful. I know they're done because they're starting to get nice and golden brown on the edges and on the tops of the pancake bites. So what I need to do is I've got a pretty sharp knife here, and I'm actually just going to pop these guys, hopefully, there we go, out of the pan and let them cool completely on the wire rack. I've got my other 2 pans already in the oven, so we are just cooking over here. And look at that. Does that not look just perfectly done? A nice crunchy bite. I have my first batch here of the pancake bites, and what I'm going to do is, while they're hanging out on the cooling rack, I'm actually going to go ahead and make the icing just so I can get that started, and then hopefully in the meantime my batches 2 and 3 will cook up and be ready to hit the cooling rack themselves. So let's make some icing. Ooh, no! Caught it. Ooh, I'm just gonna slide this. Slippery little buggers. In our bowl here, I'm going to combine the cream cheese, powdered sugar, and maple syrup. Now you could use a hand mixer if you wanted to, but I'm just going to use a spatula and some elbow grease, and I think that'll be just fine. So into the bowl goes the cream cheese, our maple syrup, and the powdered sugar. And you want to take your time mixing these together, because what you're actually going to do with the pancake bite is dip it in this icing. So you want it to be really smooth and a little bit thin so that it kind of sticks and creates a shell on top of the pancake bite. And again, this step would be great if you've got helping hands that want to get involved in cooking and being a part of the kitchen process. Making the icing would be a great opportunity to get them involved. I think my patience and elbow grease is about to be rewarded, because that looks pretty good. A really nice consistency. Let me give it a taste here. we go. That looks nice. And I love the use of that maple syrup. It gives it a nice mapley color to it, a nice caramelly color. Okay, what do we think? Bloop. Woo! Oh yeah. Oh man, that is good. That salt really sets it off. Woo! All right, so that's our icing done. It's a nice spreadable consistency. You see, I think that that's gonna be great to dip the pumpkin bites in. I think that's great to dip the pancake bites in. Our first batch of pancake bites has been sitting out on this cooling rack for a couple minutes while we made the icing. And they are definitely cool enough to handle, but they're still warm. So what I'm gonna do is I've got my little assembly line here. We'll take our pancake bite, dip it in the icing, dip it in the crispy bacon, and then I'm actually gonna pop it back onto the cooling rack so that any excess icing can kind of drip off. So we'll take our pancake bite, dip it, just the top of it, into the icing. Whew, that looks good. And then give it a little dip dunk in the bacon. Okay, first one done. I think I'm gonna sprinkle the bacon because I felt like that's too much. So again, I'm gonna dip and just set it. And then dip. And I'm kind of giving it a little bit of a twist when it's in the bowl. And then I'll just set it over there. And then again, dip it, give it a twist. And then now that I've got a couple done, I'll take some of the bacon and just sprinkle it. Yeah, I think that works better. And that icing is so sticky that that bacon is just gonna stick right to it because of all that powdered sugar that's in there. That's the way I recommend doing it, is give a couple a dip in the icing, and then you can place rather than dip the bacon. Okie dokie. So I'm gonna finish up with this batch and then I'll come back. So if you remember, I had some left bacon down. If you remember, I had some leftover batter that was in the bowl. I didn't make. So let me get these guys plated up because I have been sprinkling bacon for quite a while now, and so I am hungry. All right, so let me get a plate and I'll come right back. And we're back. And look at these. Don't they look absolutely wonderful? It looks like breakfast in a bite. You've got that wonderful pancake batter at the bottom with a little bit of maple syrup and cream cheese and powdered sugar in the icing, and then bacon on top. So let's give this little guy a taste. Wow, that is wonderful. That bacon is so salty and crunchy, and the icing is sweet with just a little tang from that cream cheese. I love the pancake bite because it is so light and airy and serves as a wonderful canvas to really let the icing and that bacon shine through. There's not really a strong sweet or savory flavor that comes from the pancake itself. It all comes from the icing and the topping. I think that these are absolutely wonderful. These would be a great addition to any baby shower or wedding shower or brunch. Really any time where small bites are being served, this is going to be a crowd favorite. Let me know in the comments below, if you make these, can you eat just one? I know I can't. I'm about to go fill this plate up, pour myself a fresh hot cup of coffee, and have a really nice afternoon treat. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future bakes. Thank you so much for being here with me today. And remember, trying new things is messy, but the end result can be pretty sweet. Have a great rest of your day. Bye now.